Today I'm going to be DMing random championship footballers to see how many of them would respond. I'm thinking about sending about 50. That seems like a good round number, and plus 24 teams in the championship, that's 2 for each team, and then maybe 2 bonus ones. See how I'm feeling, really. So the first player I'm going to DM is Barnsley's Callum Styles, and I'll send him a nice generic message. That's the kind of humour you get here on the second tier, obviously. And the other Barnsley footballer, it's got to be Cauley Woodrow, hasn't it? Because I actually want to get some of these players to DM us back, I'm not going to just say stupid stuff to all of them. So I'll try something generic about him and then hope that he replies to that in turn. Nearly the anniversary of this absolute worldie. And to be fair, it is an absolute worldie as well. I can't show it because of copyright, but Barnsley 2, Charlton 2. Check it out. Next up, we've got Birmingham. I'm just going to check, has he actually got Instagram? He has. He has. No, he's private. No. I suppose that's for the best, to be fair, because otherwise me and Justin would be sending him a lot of love messages. None of the Birmingham team seem to have Instagram, which makes things a bit difficult. Harley Dean, here we go. Thoughts on Aitor Karanka? This came after Aitor Karanka was sacked and Harley Dean celebrated after scoring when he left by doing the old shrug, because Aitor Karanka does that a lot. I'm just searching through Birmingham players and none of them seem to have Instagram. Or if they do, they're all private. Harley Dean's the only one I've found so far. I've got Jonathan Lecco, but I haven't really got anything too interesting to say to him, really. He's not really played much for Birmingham so far. I'll just say something nice. He might reply to this. If he opens that, it's a bit random on our behalf, but, you know, he might like it. I mean, it's probably better than the usual messages that footballers get. Next up, we've got Blackburn, and there's only one man we're going for here. It's the Chilean superstar, Ben Brereton Diaz. Unfortunately, not changed his name to Ben Brereton Diaz on Instagram, which I'm going to call him out on right now. Strangely enough, we do actually have a player from Blackburn who follows us already on Instagram. John Buckley, who plays in midfield. He's only a young lad, but, I mean, if he follows the podcast, then may as well target him, might we? Brilliant start so far this season, mate. Looking forward to seeing how you do for the rest of the season. Next up, we've got Blackpool. I'm going to message Reece James. Not that Reece James, but I'm going to ask him how irritating it is being the same name as an England footballer when you are also a footballer. The other Blackpool player I'm going to message is Luke Garbett, who infamously, when he was at Everton and Carlo Ancelotti was asked about him, he replied, "Who?" So I'm going to message him saying, feel free to tweet this when you get Blackpool promoted to the Prem. Next up is Bournemouth. I'm going to message Dom Solanke. As I say, peak humour here on the second tier. The other one, because I'm thinking about this tactically, about who would actually reply to us, I'm going to go Jayden Anthony, because he's just a young lad who's just broken into the first team. So I'm hoping that he should be someone who gets back to us. Can you please stop terrorising right backs? No one has been ready for you this season. Bristol City, we'll go Chris Martin. Do you prefer being known as the fridge or the wardrobe? See, most people would have probably gone for some sort of Coldplay pun here, but we're better than that. We're a lot less yellow. Then the other player we'll go for is Andy King, who only just signed for Leicester quite recently, but he just always seems to be following Nigel Pearson around wherever he goes. Do you actually like Nigel Pearson, or is he just got some dirt on you? Just going to add in a laughing emoji there so it doesn't look like I'm being mean to him. Cardiff, we're only going for one person here, aren't we? Hi, Kiefer. How do you stay so handsome when you're constantly getting forearmed in the face? He is a very good looking man though, let's be honest. The other one I'm going to go for is Perry NG? See, I always thought it was NG, but me and Justin had an argument recently about whether it's Eng or NG. So there's only one man who's going to solve this for us, isn't there? Please tell me it's NG, otherwise I'm going to look like a right fool. Coventry, we'll go Gustavo Hammer. He'd do it. He would slide tackle his own grandmother just to win a game. The other one I'll go for is Tyler Walker, son of former England defender Des Walker. If you were playing against your dad right now, who'd win that competition? I mean, when he was playing, obviously, not now. Poor Des would be on the ground after about 2 seconds. Oh, Derby. I mean, have they got enough players for me to actually message? I want to go Kel Roos. Just tell him what his second name is. And then the other one, thinking tactically again, we'll go Jack Stretton, who just scored at the weekend for them. Jack Stretton, foot like a traction engine. Good goal as well, fair play to the kid. On to Fulham. Obviously got Harry Wilson, another player with a foot like a traction engine. Isn't it about time your left foot was declared an illegal weapon? And then the other one, we'll go Alexander Mitrovic. What a goal as well. Huddersfield. I'll go for another young lad again.
I think that's a bit dodgy, mate.
Scott High. Hi. And then to make my last comment slightly less weird, I'll go Fraser Campbell, who at this point must be pretty ancient. Do you think you'll still be banging them in when you're 75? For Hull, there's only one person I want to message here, Keane Lewis Potter.
Oh, he's private!
I suppose Malik Wilks will do. Malik Wilks with the silks. I'll go with George Honeyman, who has exquisite hair, and as a man who doesn't have exquisite hair, I'm going to ask him for tips on how to get exquisite hair. Oh. Right, we're back because I think there's a limit on how many people you can message a day on Instagram, so I've come back the next day to do it again. So we go again. So now we've got Luton, and I'm going to message Elijah Adebayo, an absolute beast of a striker. Keep bullying defenders. You're one of our favourite players in the Championship. The other person we'll message is Harry Cornick. For some reason, he cuts holes in the back of his sock, and I've always wondered why, so it might be a nice conversation starter. Middlesbrough, we'll go Isaiah Jones, who's just started playing for their first team. Unbelievable start, mate. Keep it going. The other player we'll go for is Sam Morsey, who is another person who I believe follows us on social media already. I'm going to send him a screenshot of a Daily Mail article, which was apparently him. I'm not going to say anything further about that. So now we've got Millwall. I'm going to message Michael Kieftenbeld, who scored one of the greatest goals in Championship history. And by greatest, I mean it was about 40 yards out and it's gone through the goalkeeper's legs. The other guy we'll go for is George Evans. Rumour has it you can find anyone with a long pass. Can you please help me find my dad? Oh, at least I made myself laugh. Nottingham Forest, Joe Lolly.
Lolly! Mwah, love you, Lolly.
And then we'll go Brice Samba for the other one. Loves being called a shithouse. So maybe that's one way to go about this. Next up we've got Peterborough. I'm going to go with Siriki Dembele, who was having a really tough time of taking off his shirt after scoring the winner against Derby at the weekend. The other one we'll go for is Jack Marriott, because he seems fairly active on Instagram, so I'm hoping that he might give us some luck. Love seeing you back in a Peterborough shirt, mate. Preston, and go Scott Sinclair, obviously the husband of Helen Flanagan, who used to be in Coronation Street. Can you please get Helen to go back on Corrie, the street Mrs. Rosie Webster? She was Rosie Webster, wasn't she? Yeah, I think she was. We'll also go for Declan Rudd, who I believe is a vegan. Hi mate, any tips on going vegan? I'm tempted, but I just love KFC too much. Plus, I love it so much, I'm not even considering going vegan. For QPR, I'm going to go Rob Dickey, who we were trying to organise an interview with, but he never got back to us in the end. Maybe I can get back in his good books. I love the fact that he's got 3 goals in 3 games already this season. I'm going to go Elias Chair for the other one. At some point, do you evolve into Elias Sofa? Oh, he doesn't allow new messages. And I spelt his first name wrong. We'll try Lyndon Dykes instead, someone who famously does not mind dyeing his hair. How many likes to get you to do a Paul Sharner? He doesn't get them either. Screw it, I'm going to go through Johan Barbe and ask him if Lyndon Dykes will do the Paul Sharner hair. Please get back to me on that. Great start to the season, mate. Keep scoring. This is for John Swift of Reading. Then I'm going to go Rafael Cabral. Rumour has it you can save anything. Can you please save my marriage? Not even married. Now, at the time of recording, Sheffield United are the only team in the Championship who haven't scored a goal yet. I imagine that's probably changed by the time this video goes out. But I'm just going to message all the Sheffield United strikers. Any danger, lads? At least that should take us up to 50 messages. Stoke, I'll just go Ben Wilmot. Class start, mate. Love seeing you in a Stoke shirt. It's at that point now where I'm starting to really struggle for ideas, as you can tell. Expecting big things from you this season, not only because you're an absolute baller, but because you're massive. Tallest player in the league, I think. Swansea. Shall we try Stephen Bender? He's just coming to the team, so might be an easy target. Jamie Patterson's another one who follows us already. The final ones I'll go for are Alex Mowat from West Brom, and then Dara O'Shea, also for West Brom. Out of you and Matt Clark, who would be able to head the most bricks? Right, well, that's just about it for now. Well, we'll leave it a few days and see how we do.
Several days later.
Well, it's been a few days. Let's see how we got on. Oh, we got one from John Buckley. Nice one, mate. Appreciate that. Hope you are well. What a nice boy. His mum must be really proud. Jamie Patterson liked our message, which personally I'm going to take. It's good enough for me. No way. No. This is the one I was hoping would get back to me the most. Sam Morsey. I see no lies in what the accused said. No way. That is so good. Thank you, Sam, so much. Ah, yeah, Rob Dickey got back to us as well. 2 laughing faces. We'll take that. Cheers, Robbie boy. 4 responses. I'll take that. I would have been happy with 2. So we've got double that. So, yeah. There we go. This has been the second tier. And we've been DMing random Championship footballers to see who would respond. 4's our top score. Maybe we'll try this again another time. Thank you all for watching. Please like and subscribe. And we'll be back again very soon.